How good is the coffee in your establishment? How consistent is it? How consistent is it between staff members? If you've ever worked on an espresso machine, you'll know it's quite a fickle product to work with. It needs constant attention, it needs constant monitoring, it needs constant tweaks to achieve high levels of consistency. It's the fundamental fact of espresso that's been the Achilles heel of parts of the industry for quite a long time now, for as long as I can remember, to be honest. And often there's been a mismatch between the standards coffee shops want to achieve and the availability of skilled labour to achieve that. We now have the tools to help coffee shops make better coffee, strive for higher standards. And one of those tools is flow. Flow is a very simple concept. It captures data from every single coffee made at an establishment, and it transfers that data onto a very user-friendly dashboard. And it means all those involved in driving quality standards forwards can see what's happening in real time within a coffee shop environment. We get a record of when the coffee was made. We get a record of which side of the machine it was made on. We get a record of the extraction time, how long that coffee took to brew, and we get a record of how much water was used to produce that shot. And if you take all of that information together, it allows us to look at specific trends relating to that particular coffee machine. It used to be that the role of a coffee roaster, a coffee supplier, would be to pop in to see people, see how things are going, check the coffee from time to time, with big gaps between those visits. With Flow, I get an unprecedented level of information about service in a coffee shop, and that gives me the chance to provide a level of service to them that I've never ever been able to provide before. I can get eyes on what's happening in a coffee shop straight away. But so can the managers, so can the owners, and we can look at what's happening in real time and across time within that environment. The system works in a very, very simple way. It tells us the percentage of shots that have met the recipe or the standards that we've set for that establishment, and it tells the percentages of shots that have missed those standards. And that's really, really simple. We can use that to give ourselves a pat on the back and say, well done, but we can also use it to identify any issues that might occur. If we dig in a little bit deeper into that data, we can start to try to understand what might be the root cause of some of the dips in standards. Sometimes it's something as simple as staffing. We can start to identify potential machine issues within the establishment. It could simply be trading patterns. When it gets busier, when it gets quieter, we can start to see if there's a correlation between standards increasing or decreasing according to trading patterns. There is so much data we can use to inform support and, more importantly, inform training. In 12 years of running this business, I've never been able to support my customers like I can using this system. We've already seen fantastic benefits from it. We've already been able to achieve great standards for some of our customers using the system, and we can continuously monitor to make sure that those standards remain high. We're now installing Flow on every new espresso machine we sell to make sure that when that machine goes in and people are getting used to it, we get the best standards possible, but we can also install it onto any existing machine. If you have an interest in using Flow, then please get in touch. It really is changing the way in which we work.